All right. Hey guys, welcome to a new season of On It. I am Brianna Jackson.
And I am Jessica Langford.
Today, we have a lot of things going for you. We have some hot topics that'll really get you thinking, some music to get you going, and we got a couple other things we want to discuss later in the show.
And just in case you guys didn't know, it is Rep Your City Day. So later on in the show, we will be asking, what is your favorite things about your city? But before we get there, let's talk about some hot topics.
Let us talk about these hot topics. Okay, so I don't know if any of you are iPhone users, but some people were really upset with the new iOS update. People were upset that their memory was getting taken up, that they didn't have cell service, and that the ID wasn't working, the finger ID.
So when I tell you guys, Twitter and Instagram went into a whole uproar about how much space it was being taken up as well as just about as a lot of glitches were happening, and people really weren't that happy about it. But anyway, so Apple swiftly took away the update to fix the glitches. So my question is for all of my iPhone users out there, how many people had update troubles and stuff, or did anybody experience any other problems, or did you hear about the problems? Come on, you gotta come here. The people at home gotta hear you. Come on, we can't hear you out there in the audience.
Go ahead and let us know about it.
Okay, first, my Facebook was messing up. Well, that was about it. Everything else, it was fine besides that.
Okay. I heard a lot of people were complaining about, like, certain apps didn't have certain features anymore, or just, like, it was just real spotty, like Bree mentioned earlier about the service and stuff, so it was pretty spotty.
Are there any other iPhone users out here that had any problems with the software?
Everybody else was
So you
good?
want to come talk about it? Let us know.
Yeah.
Let us know what happened with your iPhone.
And please state your name for the audience and people to see.
Yeah, please state your name for the audience.
I'm Tatiana Evans, and I really didn't have any problems with the second update that came out, but the first update, I freaked out because I thought all my photos were gone. I had like 1,000 some odd photos on my phone, and then when I went and looked back at my photos, it said like I had 100. So they had like changed all the photos, and then after that update that they put up, they took that down and put up the second update, and everything seems to be working fine, but you never know with iPhone, so.
Right. Because Apple knew better. Apple said, oh, wait,
Thank
we're going to lose people.
Yes.
Thank you.
Speaking of Apple and the iTunes account, I don't know if you know this or not, but on September 9th, U2 gave everybody a little gift. And when I say everybody, I mean 500 million people actually got this little gift. It was their album, Songs of Innocence. And there was a lot of concern about this. People wanted it gone. You think it would be cool to get like a free gift, wake up with some free music? No. People weren't cool with that. So did any of you have any thoughts on your privacy or your rights with Apple just coming in and putting music on your phone?
Did anybody notice? If we can get and state your name for everyone.
Hi, I'm Lesta Newberry. And I really like U2, so I don't understand why people are causing a big fuss. It's like they just forgot who U2 even was, so.
Okay, so that's real. U2 has a lot of fans out there, but there are some people that don't like them. So
yeah, you have some more thoughts? Yeah. I've actually, U2 has been around for a long time. They've been actually a really big supporter of Apple, so that's why that gift was given. But what are your thoughts?
I don't think it's the fact of the actual U2. I think it's because people use the cloud, and because of the cloud, it got in there, and so people don't like that you can get through stuff with the cloud. So it's not really the album.
So it's not the album that's the issue, it's the cloud that's really the issue. Okay, I see.
Better understanding.
Okay, that makes sense to me. And I don't have an iPhone, so I wouldn't know what the problem is.
Yeah, no. But in the spirit of talking about privacy and stuff, so I know you guys know, about a week ago, there was a stream of nudes being leaked on celebrities. A lot of celebrities, weren't really happy about that. But Gabrielle Union, Megan Good, Rihanna, just a couple that came out. And privacy has always been a big issue amongst celebrities. You know, it's kind of like how far is too far type of thing. But Gabrielle Union, she was not having it. She contacted FBI to figure out who it was that hacked her phone and how they could even possibly do that. Now, Twitter and Instagram, once again, you know, everybody got something to say. Twitter and Instagram went into a complete, like, well, you know, you're in the limelight, so why would you do that? Or why would you take these type of pictures knowing that there is a risk of them being leaked? Now, I asked you, how do you feel about this? But I want to also remind you guys that in Megan Good and Gabrielle Union's case, they were sending these pictures to their husband. So how does everybody feel about that as far as like privacy and celebrities? You know, did Gabrielle take it too far? Because she was out of the people that were leaked, she was the only one that contacted FBI. So any thoughts? Anyone? Nobody has a thought?
I have a thought on the matter. I'm trying to figure out, if you are someone who is in a relationship, that is something that's private between you and your significant other. Mm-hmm. So why are other people, one, worried about what you're doing with your significant other? And two, how is this getting out if it's just being sent to your significant other? Right. Like, I think if I was Gabrielle, I would probably have a problem with that too, and I would try to figure out what measures are being taken to make sure that I have my privacy that I'm guaranteed. Like, right. And then are we guaranteed privacy? Like, those are all, like, good questions that come up, like, that make you think. I also had, like, another question, like, why is it only women being exposed? Like, real questions that need answered. Like, why are these women the only one getting in the spotlight for these measures, and why are no one else talking about it? Do we have an audience member who'd like to speak on it? Speak on it.
Come on now.
Oh, hey.
And please state your name.
Oh, hey.
For the audience.
Hi, audience. I'm Reagan. And I just feel like I don't understand how society sexualizes women, but then when they, like, get their nudes leaked, it's, like, a bad thing. They're not allowing them to be sexual, but you're going to sexualize us.
So that's a very valid point, and it's a big thing that's in the media. We always want to sexualize women. We want to make them an object. Mm-hmm. But then when they do something that could be considered objectifying themselves, then it's an issue. So why is it okay that media objectifies us, but we don't do something ourselves? And is it really objectification if I'm doing it in my own free will?
In the privacy of my own home. Questions?
Questions that need answered, yes.
Immediately.
Right. Yes. Thank you, Reagan. Well, thank you guys so much. Stay tuned. We actually have a commercial, but after that, we will dive back into the rest of the show.
Yes.
And our love started
about 9 years ago.
Does it go from 7 to 9?
We've been married 7 years ago, but we did not meet 7 years ago. We got married 7 years ago,
Ready?
and it was 7.5 years ago.
And it all started for us 9 years ago. And in a little coffee shop in Virginia. I was there reading, just enjoying a nice book on a nice day, and in walked this cute young lady.
A couple days before, I and my roommate decided we wanted a household pet, so we went to the pet store to find something. We were hoping for a dog, but then we realized that wasn't practical as college students, so we decided on a small snake. And I took it to work with me in my purse.
And work was that she worked at this coffee house that I was sitting at. So I decided I needed a cup of coffee. I went up to the counter, ordered a cup of coffee, and was expecting my change back, but instead she placed in my hand
my snake.
Her pet snake.
I thought he would freak out. I thought it would be funny to hand him my snake. I thought he'd freak out, but he didn't. He actually is a snake wizard. And told me the scientific name of my snake.
Also known as a biologist.
He was not freaked out, but pleasantly pleased that I handed him a snake.
It's true. I told her all about it. Told her what its scientific name was, what it ate, how she should take care of it, how she shouldn't carry it around in her pocket, things like that.
Yeah, and that's when we knew that this was going to be more than just a transaction.
I fell in love with the snake girl.
I almost had, that's why I was like, that was a stupid question. It's the only one in the middle.
All right, so we are going to look at the billboards. It's got quite a little new look to it, and I'm loving the way that the billboards are looking right now.
That is right. So I don't know if you guys have seen it, but this week, well, for the past couple of weeks, actually, the top 5 spots have been dominated by women. So at number 1, we have Meghan Trainor with All About That Bass. At number 2, we have Taylor Swift with Shake It Off. Number 3, we have Jessie J, Ariana Grande, and Nicki Minaj with Bang Bang. Number 4, we have Nicki Minaj and Anaconda. And number 5, we had Iggy Azalea and Rita Ora with Black Widow. Now, mind you, this is not the first time that this has happened, so it's not being all hyped up about. The first time, the last time this happened was back in March of 2012. Mm-hmm. So, you know, we're trying to get it to happen a little bit more. We're trying to make women dominate the charts. But, you know, nonetheless, though, they really are making a big present, and this was a big deal. So, round of applause to those ladies.
Right. Round of applause to those ladies. And, you know, not only is it a big deal that, like, they are women, but these are women who always look good. Like, these are some great-looking women. Speaking of great-looking women, we actually have a package from our dear friend Kobe, and she is going to let us see what's in Kobe's closet.
Stevens campus asking you girls, what's your favorite fall fashion trend? Okay, so what's your favorite fall fashion trend?
Right now I'm loving minimalism and the fact that you can wear basically what you wore in spring, but just throw over a nice minimal coat on over it and just look fabulous.
Yes.
Yes. So good.
My favorite trend is big hats. Kobe's closet, we're back. Our her. So what's your favorite fall fashion trend?
I like oversized everything. Typically menswear, so anything menswear, I'll take it and kind of make it
Cool.
My favorite fashion trend is wearing boots.
Here's some more. So follow me on Instagram @_KobeCheese.
the outtakes. Kobe's closet.
That's great. Wake up out here sweating. Ready?
Ma'am?
Are you ready? Oh, sorry. Are you filming it? All right. Actually, it's not. That's all I got.
Thank you so much to our fashion guru on Stevens campus, Kobe. And now we're diving into campus news.
Oh, yes, campus news. I have some updates for you. So clearly, as you see, we have a new season. It's a new school year. We actually have a new dean, and we have a new class of Stevens women that we welcomed. We had 43 transfer students and 186 new freshmen that we welcomed this year. So with that, that was a 12% increase from last year. So Stevens is steadily growing. We're getting bigger. The word is getting out there, and we're super excited about that. But yeah, we are super
clap it up.
excited.
Definitely clap it up.
This is a big deal for us. Yes. But with the increase of people on campus, there's an increase of wait time in the lunchroom. So you remember when you were in elementary school, right? You had to like stand in line and like wait to get served, and it was a long deal, and it was right before recess. I mean, it's kind of like how it is here. We ain't got recess, but we got a little break in between class. With this long line, people have voiced some concerns. We actually had interviewed sophomore Kimberly Doman, and she said the long lunch lines and short amount of time to eat have made me avoid Stamper altogether. So this is causing problems for some of our women. They're not taking the time to go utilize the lunchroom anymore because the lines are so incredibly long. And with that, that upset women, and so did the injustice that we saw from Mike Brown. We actually had an event that highlighted what took place in Ferguson, Missouri, at the young expense of that African-American Michael Brown. And with that, so we actually had Senior Lester Newberry, who is the president of the Young Democrats, and we also had our behind-the-scenes guru, Ivy Lewis, throw an event on campus called Apprehending the Facts. It was really a great deal. With this event, we took the time to teach our women the rights that they have and what to do when encountering police brutality or police excessive force. We had a police officer on campus. We also had a lawyer. And then we had the perspective of students and the media represented at this event. So it was a great learning experience, and it was something that we were really excited to see on campus, and we were glad that we had the opportunity to have that discussion.
Right now, sad to say, we got to go back to commercial. But it's okay, because when we come back, we're going to have the Rep Your City segment. So please stay tuned. We'll be right back.
So we went to Blackwater to try and find Leanne's phone. But whenever we got there, people just kept staring at us like we weren't welcome at all. So we got back in the car and we started driving, and they started following us. And now we hear helicopter noises. So we got on back roads to try and cover ourselves with the trees. They're definitely following us, Leanne.
Well, we're about to not have tree cover anymore, so I don't really know what you want to do.
They're right over us, Leanne!
I don't know if we can do anything, but just get out and go for it.
We have to run?
Yeah,
Oh, no.
we're stopping right here, and we just have to go.
Oh my
Do you have
gosh.
your gun? Do you have your gun?
It fell.
Okay, I'll take the camera. I'll go that way, you go that way. Let's just go for it.
Okay. Okay.
We just have to go.
Libby!
Hey, what's this? What you doing?
Leanne,
Hey, I thought we were gonna run. Let's run.
you just gotta go on without me.
I can't do that. You know that. You gotta stay on your pants. You know that. Hey, can you just sit up and I'll try and carry you and
Go without me, Leanne. You're
Hey,
coming.
you have to hurry. You have to hurry. You have to hurry.
Thank you. Now we
Thank
are
you.
back.
We are. So, as you can see, I'm repping the city that I'm from, Kansas City. I'm very proud to be from Kansas City. And we've been having like a really good time recently with our sports teams. Our Chiefs just won on Monday, and then yesterday, the Royals won the wild card game. So that's super exciting, something that hasn't happened in a long time. So I'm extremely proud of what's been going on there. Is there anybody else from Kansas City that wants to talk about like what their favorite part of Kansas City is, or do we have anybody from Kansas City in the audience today?
Somebody that's been to KC. Anybody? Nobody's been to KC? Well, I have been to KC.
Oh yeah, what do you like about KC? What was your favorite part of being there?
Honestly, I think my favorite part about being in KC is it really does remind me a lot of St. Louis. It really did feel really homey. Everybody was really like, friendly and stuff like that. So KC is a pretty decent place. However, St. Louis is a little better. That's my hometown. sorry.
Okay.
Sorry, not sorry.
That's fine.
Sorry, not sorry. But no, St. Louis is an amazing place. And here recently, I have never seen my city unified as much as it has. We have really been together and sticking together. And it is a beautiful thing to see. But I have to say, I like food. My favorite part about my city is my food. Chinaman to be exact. If you are from St. Louis, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Everybody has their favorite spot. Mine is Harold's. It's right across the street from Beaumont. If you know any land spots, that's fine. But anybody from St. Louis in the crowd? I know we got some St. Louis people here. All right. Anybody got some little favorite spots or, favorite things to do around the city? Anybody? I know y'all got some favorite spots. So y'all gonna act like y'all don't know what the landing is?
Oh, okay.
Because we kick it downtown in the land. Right. Mm-hmm. Right. Okay. But
Our audience wants to pretend they're shy. It's cute. It's real cute. Thank you, guys.
I'll be saying y'all whispering back.
Because
But
they're
it's
over
all
here
right.
heel tone what you don't see. That's
Now, I can't lie. One city that might have us beat, Chicago. If you've ever been to Chicago, I love it. I went in the wintertime. It was February, and it was pretty cold. But Chicago is so much to do. It's so much to see. It's like a big city. It really does have like a smaller New York feel, at least to me.
Right, and a big part of Columbia, if you look at the major cities that you see in Columbia, and you ask people where they're from, there's like a small percent from Kansas City, but everybody else is either from St. Louis, and they're real proud to be from Chicago. So we wanted to highlight that because that's a big part of our culture here in Columbia is those people from Chicago. They bring an element of fun to where we are.
And if you ever plan on going to Chicago, please go to Harold's Chicken. It was really good. I had a good time. It was nice people, really homey, a nice, little spot to go and just relax and get some good food.
But I know that those are the cities that are highlighted. But is there anybody from any other part of the United States in the room?
There might be. Let's see.
Do we have? Where you from?
Because it looked like Texas.
I'm Hannah Reed. I am from Texas, and the best part of it is the Mexican food. I can't get a good taco here. Taco Tuesdays does not exist here. It is real sad to me. It is. And this...
The shorts and the shirt. Can we just take this all in?
Yep.
Please.
Right there. These shoes don't exist in Texas. There's no use. No use for rain boots. This is only for Columbia.
Well, thank you for showing Texas some love. Do we have any other audience members from anywhere else that they would like to highlight their place? Anywhere else? Okay. Well, I would like to say that St. Louis is the best. And I got some audience members that agree.
Okay, because what you don't know is Casey's been in the news, and we're doing pretty good, so I ain't mad about it. I see you, Casey.
Okay.
That one.
But the majority is from St. Louis. But
Well,
anyway.
It's cool, though.
But
I still love you.
I love you.
We come together even though we're from separate sides of the state. We're not even mad about it, and it's what makes it great. Diversity is something that we really appreciate, and we like to see it on campus. We like to see it with the people that we interact with, so we're glad we have a diverse crowd. We're glad about it all.
No, this is my song. Okay, but sad to say, we do have to part ways. So this is a wrap.
This is it. Well, we'd like to thank you so much for coming out to the show tonight.
Thank you. This is our first show of the semester. So thank y'all for bearing with us. Thanks to our audience members. Thank you at home that are watching. And we are out.
See you next time.